So here we have the Merry Fisher 605. This is a very nice modern day looking boat. This one in particular has got a Suzuki 115 4-stroke electric start engine. Nice to have the 4-stroke. There's 20 knots cruising on this vessel. The top speed of 30 with that engine. So it's pretty quick, so it would be pretty thirsty. But you know, you haven't got to drive it flat out all the time. It's got hook 7, plotter and all that. So it's the engine year is 220. It's got 85 hours on it, 3-blade. What else have we got here? So the length overall, 18 foot 11 inches it's saying here. Right, beam 2.44. So a bit narrower than some others. What we got? Maximum draft 0.95 meters. 0.43 meters, so without actually physically looking underneath the boat, I'm not quite sure why it's that the 0.95 comes from. So the dry load displacement to 550 kg, and max bridge clearance says 2.25 meters. So we have the Jeanneau Merry Fisher 585. What I'm looking at now is £16,000. So it's a typical sort of weekend sort of boat, ideally at a marina, something like that. Could have it on a perfectly good on a trailer, launch and retrieve. So it's pretty stable. It's a pretty quick sort of boat. It's on the plane fairly quickly, and it's 19 feet. This one. It's fiberglass, propulsion. What we got? We've got 70 horsepower on this one. So you're really looking to get a 4-stroke, something like that, ideally. And so the length overall 5.49. So if you are storing it at a marina, that's less than 6 meters. So you might bit of a saving there. It's not a huge boat. Beam 2.39. Okay. It's a little bit narrower than I sort of expected. It doesn't really make too much difference, I wouldn't have thought. So displacement full load 1776 kg. Okay, so whether that's with people and fuel, and I'm not sure because the dry weight is 1010 kg, a ton. And then bridge clearance 2.26 meters. So yeah, if I can find it's a category C boat, design category C, and so it's a planing hull. Fuel tanks, I think with this one in particular, are just plastic sort of fuel tanks which come with it and store underneath, which is good because you can fill up from the petrol station, slightly cheaper than marina fuel. So you're looking at about 16,000 for one like this. The engine, what's it say for the engine about hours? Doesn't mention hours on the engine. So yeah, you don't know whether the engine year is 2007, so that is actually quite old. So you might find depending on how many hours it's done, that you would have to buy a new engine. So you have to sort of weigh up what is the true value, so to speak. Merry Fisher 795. Okay, so brand new, expensive. It's 25 foot long. So you're looking over £100,000 for something like this. Nice looking boat, nice and modern. New engine sort of specification and reliability, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, 250 horsepower. So it's going to drink some fuel. If you like going fast on a biggish sort of boat, then fair enough. So it's yeah, I mean, so it's 26 foot overall, beam 9 foot, maximum draft is about a metre. Alright, and fuel tank 280 litres. So yeah, you can clearly see there that you've got some good seating, cushions. It's got a new sort of cockpit, and it's that's the configuration they've got, and the windscreen wipers. I mean, laugh, but it's almost like they're turning it into a bit of a car, that little bit there. It's losing its sort of, you know, the old Sea Dog qualities. But hey ho, it looks lovely. And if you've got plenty of money and you want something fast and new, and you'd easily be able to sell something on like this. You know, it's pretty safe, design category C, and nice little sort of back area there. You can sort of either dive off or do a little bit of engine maintenance, lift off the lid and stuff like that without sort of really reaching over and doing yourself in. Access by walking around the wheelhouse, so it's pretty safe to anchor and to tie up and things like that. You've got a little area there where you can have a picnic and stuff. So it's a mixture between a boat which you know, you can fish on, you can bring friends and family on, mixture of both, you know, weekends away and stuff like that. But all in all, it does look quite nice, don't it? Yeah, slightly larger sort of one there. You can even sit at the front as well, which is would be pretty nice as long as it's not too cold. The only thing I would say about when it's designed like that, if you do getting some choppy seas or a bar or something like that, that front bit's got a tendency to fill up with water and to nosedive. So I wouldn't have a configuration like that. I would just have a sort of fiberglass over the top to the cabin there, and a bit of a self-draining deck in case you were sort of doing bar crossing. So I wouldn't recommend that be that great for a bar crossing boat like that. But you never know, it might be quite a high bow and wouldn't be too bad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the real deal. This one. Mary Fisher 895. So this one is valued at £145,000. It's got 400 horsepower of engine, each Yamaha 200 horsepower. They only got 85 hours on them, and this one's been anti-fouled and serviced. It's got 6 berths on board, 2 cabins, heating, you name it, solar panels, Garmin chart plotter. It's got you name it, bow thrusters, sunroofs, everything, and it's got a 5-year Yamaha warranty on this. So obviously it's fiberglass. The boat is 29 foot long. It was built in 2022. The measurements, we've got a maximum draft of 0.61 metres, so it's quite not too much underneath it. A beam of 2.77. That's probably where it's sort of a bit beamier, so it doesn't have to have so much underneath it. So it's so it can it's keeping an eye on it. So the design is keeping an eye on its performance, I would imagine. 29 foot. So the engines in particular are F250 XCA, 3-blade propeller, and yeah. So also it's got two 300 litre plastic fuel tanks. So that is a lot of fuel. The hull has got a warranty for 7 years. And it's got electric windows. It's got freshwater water tanks on board as well. Plastic. More than enough water it can carry there. And that's pretty much it, really. That's so when you look at it, I mean, obviously, state-of-the-art sort of control unit. Got a little canopy at the back there. So it's a mixture of fishing, sort of, it's like a caravan, really, a floating caravan. So yeah, you know, if you're going to get all your squid guts, mackerel guts over it, I mean, you might. I couldn't read anywhere there where it's got a jet hose. It probably has. But you know, you don't want to get all that over your lovely cushions and things like that. But yeah, you've got plenty of areas to sort of sit, you know, in the summertime and at the marina and drink glasses of wine and have barbecue and stuff like that. I think it's a cooker on board, all that sort of stuff. So it is lovely. It's a lot of money. You may want to look at, you know, if you're spending that sort of money, is there a sort of a slightly older boat which is, you know, maybe a little bit more seaworthy than something like that. But then again, if this is fast, this is 400 horsepower on a 29 foot fiberglass with not a lot underneath it. So if the conditions were calm, this would be ideal. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you later.